Welcome back. Another episode of the Chalky Milk Podcast, Season 2, Episode 7, the 9th. Wait, no, this is Episode 8. Let's restart the intro. Welcome back. Another episode of your favorite podcast, the Chalky Milk Gang Podcast, Season 2, Episode 8. The 10th overall episode of this podcast. We got the usual trio today, me, Tyler, and Will Hotch. Tyler Miller, too. How are you guys doing today?
Tired?
Yeah. That's tough. Yeah. We got some camp counselors in the building.
Yeah, work started for us this week, so not feeling it right now.
And then we played spike ball later.
It's good sport.
And Tyler went on a run, too, so he's really kicked.
Mm-hmm. My legs, I can't feel them. I might as well cut them off at this point. So.
Cardio is key, man. But yeah, so this episode, big episode, very topical. We're talking about the coronavirus and sports finally coming back. It's a big moment for the country. Big time overall. We're just going to talk about, our overall excitement about sports coming back, thoughts about how each sport is doing it, because each sport is kind of doing it their own different thing, different vibes in each of them. Maybe some like the risks surrounding returning during the coronavirus. Some sports have already seen those risks, and just some great analysis as to who's going to win it all in the end. But we got to go back to the fan favorite, the Chalky Milk Review. We got some great Chalky Milks in the building today. Who wants to go first?
Chima, I think Chima should go first.
Oh, really?
He's got a banger to start us off with.
That's true. Start off strong.
All right. So this is when you think of Chalky Milk, you think of this brand. You know what I mean? So this is the Mecca. It's not going to get a high score, but it's going to get a lot of sales here. We got the True Moo official, the True Moo chocolate low-fat milk, the original. You take off this cap, and you just get this thing right here, which is crazy.
This is really first sip right here.
This is
this is authentic.
I never. This is always my first sip. Every episode, this is my first sip. But you take this guy, you say goodbye, and then you go to the Chalky Milk. So 240 calories in this bottle, 14 grams of protein. Okay. So this is a protein vibe. I get some Chalky Milk vibes right up in the building, but let's just dive right in.
I'm so curious as to what a protein vibe is.
It's the vibe of protein.
Oh, duh. Yeah, obviously.
It's the vibe. You can't explain the vibe. It's just the vibe.
Tastes like True Moo. I'm going to give this a 5.7. 5.7. It is
above average.
It is the above average Chalky Milk. It is a cheap brand, so it's not going to be up there with the Stu Leonard's and Trader Joe's and Snickers of all kinds. But, it's chocolate milk, so you can't beat it.
I'll just go next quickly because I got the same Stu Leonard's. I know some people have been desiring me to have more entertaining brands, and we're working on it. But it's the classic. It's like a 9.1.
9.2, actually.
I'm happy with this. 9.2?
9.2.
I mean, I'm happy with having this podcast. So,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Dude, it's a solid pick every time. What can you say?
It's not even broke. It's legendary.
Yeah. And then I have something new today. I have Horizon Organic.
DHA.
That's what we'd have in like elementary school and stuff.
Yeah. Like. I won't lie. It's pretty healthy. You can tell the texture is really smooth, really nice. But I think they're trying to be really healthy, and they're losing so much flavor in it. It's flavorless. It's like I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really a fan of this.
Really?
Drank a little bit earlier, but
you know what? Can't win them all.
This is it's just like drinking milk, basically, where somebody took like a bar of Hershey's and stirred it around, and there's just like a tiny bit of flavor in it. It's teasing me, but it's
Does
not
this even get a 5?
Oh no, are you kidding?
Really?
It's gonna get like a 2.8.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually
it should be higher than that. I shouldn't disrespect it like that because the effort is clearly there. They clearly made an effort on this. I can't disrespect it too badly like that.
How do you grade the effort?
Well, you said a 3-4.
I mean, okay, you look at this bottle, right? what was it? It's got DHA omega 3 supporting your brain health. Up here,
Wait, that's pretty good.
Horizon Organic means this is, you can tell they're really putting forward. They're finding the best cows, the best milk. At the end of the day, Chalky milk is Chalky milk, and this doesn't cut it in terms of what you're really looking for.
Mm-hmm. So you said 3.4?
3.4, yeah.
Okay, because 2.8 would have been interesting. I was updating the Chalky Milk reviews on our description page, and Will Hotch's almond beverage and chocolate syrup got a 2.8. So the Horizon getting a 2.8 would have been crazy.
I would definitely consider Eden as bad as Horizon is better than the crap I had.
Mm-hmm.
And Gerard, our first special guest, he did another Horizon that was like a 7. So that's interesting. I think
maybe it was because he had one of those he had
the elementary school one.
Mm-hmm. Maybe the means of delivery impacted his experience.
I remember it got good style points.
Yeah,
that's fair.
But yeah, I guys really just gotta say that was awesome analysis. Really love the vibes here, but we're going absolutely. But yeah, sports, they're back. Every single sport has pretty much given some sort of game plan as to how they're going to return. Baseball, they were the last one to do it, but crazy enough, they're actually the first of the big 4 sports to return. So very happy about that. But just what are you guys' overall thoughts on just sports being back?
I mean, I love sports.
No way.
I know, hot take, but I love sports. Glad that they're back. It's obviously a huge risk, so it's understanding that they've had to stop, and that some of them are struggling to find ways to come back. But man, I'm just happy to be here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, couldn't agree more. This
really?
There are some seasons I don't know all the details about the NBA, but especially the Premier League, you get so close to finishing a season out, and then Corona shuts you down. It's nice that you get a little closure there.
Oh yeah. Nah, you need to end the season. It's tough.
Yeah.
Specifically from a baseball standpoint, I understand if a sport isn't going to come back because coronavirus health concerns, but baseball was a sport where they were arguing over money, and if baseball didn't come back over money, that would have been really bad. 1994, I was thinking about the closure idea. Baseball in 1994, they had a strike and didn't finish their season. Montreal Expos really got screwed over right there. But yeah, baseball probably knows how it feels pretty well to not finish a season. So you gotta get it done. I've seen with some of the soccer leagues, especially the Dutch one, they completely were just no, we're not finishing our season. They don't have a champion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's so rough. I don't know how you do that. You just really scratch a season off.
Oh yeah, it's like high school sports. Which I feel awful about in college sports too. They didn't get to finish their seasons.
Hey, Staples volleyball is the state champion for another year.
Yeah, there we go. And Staples baseball too.
Yeah, hey, that's true.
Yeah, bunch of champions.
Do you want to go like further into the details of baseball?
Yeah,
just like the brief details, because I kind of know it because I kind of been following. I don't know if Tyler knows what's been going on.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much like MLB, NBA, and NHL, they just came up with plans as to how to return. Sports like the PGA, Professional Golf Association, they already started coming back. They already started doing events. NASCAR, I think, started to. Specifically for baseball, they're kind of interesting. They're doing a 60-game season, which is different than 162 games that they usually have. 60 games is a little less games than 162, in my opinion. But they start on July 24th. July 1st is their spring training dates. They go back. That's a great Chalky Milk pour by Will right there. There we go. They're doing the same teams for the playoffs, just 10 teams. A lot of sports are doing more, which is interesting. Baseball's just doing the same amount. I kind of disagree with that. But baseball, it's crazy. They're using this time, since it's a shorter season, they're trying to implement some new rules. So baseball typically in the American League and National League, they have different systems. One uses a designated hitter, and one has the pitchers hit. But in this situation, they're just having DH throughout, and then extra innings to make the games go by quicker. Every extra inning, a runner starts on second base and there's no outs. So that can make games go by easier.
I like those rules.
Really?
And it helps them with more like excitement, which they've been lacking.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the reason why they're losing fan base. And those,
oh yeah,
I could get behind those.
What about you, Tyler? Thoughts?
Dude, that's so cool. I love that system so much. Yeah. Is it really keep it moving? Yeah, the season will be a little shorter, so it's harder to like get all your predictions exact. Or, I don't know. I'm not good with like baseball statistics, but I would like to think that adds a little more excitement, keeping the season shorter. Everybody can get a little more invested for the shorter period of time.
I agree.
It's tough though, because my dad said this phrase, and I really think it makes a lot of sense. Like, it's a great explanation. It's like baseball is a 500 sport, and like every now there's like last year there were like 3 100 win teams, but even 100 out of 160, it's like it's only 20 games over 500, and that's a lot of games over 500 for baseball.
That's
having 60 games. The first seed's going to be like 35 and 25, and like the lowest seed will be like 15 and 35 or whatever. It's going to be really close.
It's going to be interesting, I'd say. I'm also a fan of these rules. I actually think I'm a little skeptical about the runner starting on second base, just because pretty much how you can score a run in that inning is you get a sacrifice bunt up, runner moves to third with 1 out, then you just do a sacrifice fly. And pretty much any team can do that. Every team can execute a bunt and execute a pop fly. So it's like that could be kind of boring. I think a better way for baseball to do their better pace of play is to do an actual enforced pitch clock, like 12 seconds. You get the ball, you throw it when you're on the mound. That's what I practiced when I was a pitcher. But I definitely think that it's a great time to test it. And I'm also a fan of a shorter season. Definitely not 60 games for the future, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Another sport, I think NHL, the National Hockey League, they're doing the best job in terms of getting a return up, because they're saying they already started their season. Obviously, they start in October, but they're saying, hey, you know what? Nah, we're just going straight to the playoffs. So 24 teams are going to the playoffs in this year's National Hockey League. There's 31
as opposed
teams
to a
overall.
Usual 16.
Yeah,
right?
Usual 16. And they're doing it so that there's 2 host cities. I think it's one for the Eastern Conference and one for the Western Conference. That's different to baseball. Baseball's just doing it, hey, you're playing your own stadiums. NHL, they're doing 2 host cities. I think that's really interesting. I also like the expanded playoffs.
Yeah. And I'm excited for that because I know Boston had by far the best record or something. Mm-hmm. So that's pretty exciting.
That is true.
Boston.
Go Bees.
Yeah. Tyler, any thoughts?
I mean, once again, solid system. I don't want to keep pushing it too far on after this, but I'm pretty sure the NBA is doing something similar. And I said,
I could talk about that.
It's good to sort of come back with a vengeance, Now that sports are back, people are going to already going to want to invest themselves and be interested in it. But if you bring something exciting like this to the table immediately, I don't know, huge boost in rating. Hopefully you can at least make a little of your money back.
And NHL hockey playoffs, those are just super fun to watch in general. That may be the only hockey I watch in a season, but it's a good hockey.
Yeah, I think the last hockey game I watched was the Bruins and the St. Louis Blues.
2 years
ago.
Game 7, I watched that.
I watched Game 3 and they lost.
Oh, really?
And I was like, okay. That was a tough loss.
Yeah.
I like the NBA's return plan. I think it's pretty creative. So what they're doing is, the teams that they said are coming back are the top 8 in each conference, because they're keeping the playoffs where it's the top 8 in each conference, plus a certain amount of any team that's less than 7 games behind the 8th spot. That's what I think the rule is.
Yeah.
Because Washington is the only team in the East that's coming back, and they're 6.5 games behind the 8th spot. And then 1, 2, 3, there's 5 teams in the West, and they're all 6 or less games behind. And the reason they're doing that is because they're playing 8 games before the playoffs. So like those are the teams that they're like could realistically maybe make it. Past that, there's two teams that past that could mathematically make it, but they were probably like it's just a waste. So yeah, these however many teams that is, they're all going to 3 hotels in Disney based off of seed. The top 4 in each conference are in one, the next 4, and then like the outside looking in. So that's kind of funny.
That's actually pretty cool.
Yeah. And so yeah, they're playing 8 games, at which point I think it's like if there's a tie for the 8th spot or something, there's like a 1-game playoff. But other than that, playoffs start. And they have like they're setting up these like player lounges with like, movies, video games, activities. They're having like a full like a 24/7 concierge and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're really trying to make it fun for the players. And
that sounds fun.
I like
honestly.
their idea.
Yeah, I think that's really good. And like the 1-game playoff thought, like that, we see that in baseball with the MLB wildcard game, and like that it gets mad views and stuff. So it's a big deal.
Makes more sense with a sport like baseball. I mean, with basketball. Baseball is not a 1-game sport.
No, it's not. But just for the views, man.
That's for the money, baby.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I'm a fan of that. And also like I'm a fan of not every team going back because it's not worth the risk for like a team like the Knicks who's never really ever been good in the past like 30 years. That they're bad this year too. They don't have any chance to go in the playoffs. Why risk your players that aren't that good anyway to get the coronavirus?
Exactly.
Sorry, Buster.
Dude, imagine if we got Buster on the podcast.
Oh yeah. Our friend from high school, Buster Share.
You might know him as Hoops Nation.
Hoops Nation. Overtime. I've been on his I think it was his podcast I was on once. And me and Buster, we hit dingers. I got to hit dingers with him sometime soon.
Yeah.
Tyler, thoughts on basketball?
Dude, I don't know. I'm not huge on basketball. Like I never have been. I respect it. Like you said, a lot of the details about like trying to like make sure that the players actually want to come back. That's really nice. You can't do it perfect. The fact that you got to quarantine in the first place kind of sucks, especially because a lot of these guys make a ton of money and they can do whatever the hell they want. So like, do your best to try to fix it. And then I don't know, they'll wrap up the season. So it's what you want at the end of the day, right?
That's right. What about soccer, Tyler? I know you're a big soccer guy.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't follow the Premier League like crazy close. I try to watch like a game every once in a while.
Hey, Pulisic scored a goal today. That was cool.
I didn't see that. That's sick.
No, he scored.
Sure, cool.
I saw that.
Like I said, not huge on it, but I don't know. I'm a bandwagon Manchester City fan. So
it was against Manchester City.
Fuck.
It was what, Chelsea?
Yeah, Chelsea against Man City.
Yeah. But I don't know. But they're just like finishing out their season basically. It's almost confirmed that Liverpool is gonna like win the title. So
they already won it. They won it today.
Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been all over Instagram, man.
Wait. So then why did Chelsea play Man City?
So Premier League, they don't do a playoffs.
Yeah.
They just do regular season.
Right.
So Liverpool already clinched the championship. I think Chelsea was in like 4th place and Man City was either 2 or 3.
They should do a playoff.
I know. Playoffs are just so much better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the drama.
Big money makers.
Exactly. Drama is so much more difficult to find at like the end of like the Premier League. That's why they have like tournaments throughout the season that are like sponsored in Britain, like the FA Cup.
Oh yeah,
but
FA
like,
Cup.
What was it? But I don't know. Like that was confirmed. Now it's just a race to see, at least at the top, who's going to clinch a Champions League spot, because you have to be, I believe, in the top 2 or 3 in order to play in the European League, as well as be in like the European All-Star League type of thing, as well as like the regular English League. And then at the bottom 3 teams get relegated and have to go to the worst league, like not like the minor league, because there are multiple minor leagues, but the one below the Premier League.
They go to the championship.
3 of them also get bumped up. So 3 teams will get bumped down, and they're still fighting it out to see who's going to be at the bottom. Yeah. So there's still like stuff that needs to get confirmed, and it's like the same thing. Like this is like one of the biggest leagues in the world, so it's good that it's back. They're playing him like in empty stadiums, which is weird, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you gotta do
and
what you gotta do.
Liverpool fans everywhere are like ecstatic. So.
My dad's a Liverpool fan. I bet he's excited today.
Bandwagon or for real?
I think he's for real because Liverpool, so they're owned by the same people that own the Red Sox. So that's why he's a Liverpool fan. And he's been trying to get me to be a Liverpool fan. And I guess Liverpool's probably my favorite team in the Premier League, but I don't know if they're my favorite team like overall. I always play with Dortmund in FIFA, so they're going to be automatically my favorite soccer league team. No, not soccer league, but soccer team. And yeah, I don't know. But good day for Liverpool. Good day for Pulisic. Good day for soccer, I'd say.
Definitely. I mean, like a lot of other, I think the Italian league is either back now or is coming back really soon. Other leagues are back as well. I know the German league. So you were talking about Dortmund.
Yeah, they're the first league to come back, basically.
Yeah, they've been back for a while, yeah.
They've been crushing it.
Yeah, they were like the first real sports to be back, I think.
Exactly.
Them and Korean baseball.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, just nice to have, like I said, nice to have it back. And then I don't know like what the deal is. I'm pretty sure the World Cup was canceled, which sucks. Probably. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of like summer soccer. Really unfortunate, but we'll see. We can wait until the fall, get some more stuff back. Yeah.
Wait, isn't the World Cup in 2022?
Is it?
I think you're talking about the Euros.
Euros? Is that what was canceled?
Yeah, Euros is 2020. World Cup is every 4 years, and the last one was in 2018. I'm pretty sure.
Sounds right.
You never know. We're a bunch of Americans talking about soccer.
Remember where it was?
Dude, that's a great question.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah, let's look it up. Let's make sure we got it right.
World Cup. Yeah, it was. In Russia.
Oh yeah, Russia. 2022. It's in Qatar.
That decision still amazes me.
Oh yeah,
the Qatar decision is because like UEFA was like corrupt and stuff. It's like it's an established fact.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Because isn't it Dubai after that or something?
I don't know.
No, am I making that up?
I'm about to sneeze. Wait.
Bless you.
Wait. I think I'm okay. That's crazy.
I can like shake sneezes out. It's kind of sick.
Yeah, that's cool. Dude, love sneezes. They're exciting. But I don't know. Like we've also seen with sports, there's been some risks going on, like Professional Golf Association. Like they came back. It's awesome. We all love golf now. We all got the golf bug. So I've been watching a little bit. Roy McIlroy 7 under in the Travelers today. That was pretty cool.
It's crazy that they hit 7 under par.
Oh yeah,
such difficult courses.
Oh yeah, we should play them. That'd be funny.
I mean, no,
that's okay.
That'd be fun though.
Isn't that a thing like celebrity golf like tournaments? Where like real golfers will play with like celebrities. That's like so funny. Yeah.
My ex-girlfriend's dad plays with like pro golfers sometimes. It's pretty interesting. Wow. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But wait, what was I? Oh yeah. So like golf, they're having a tough time right now. They're still playing, but players are getting tested positive for coronavirus left and right. There are 5 players, including Brooks Koepka. He's a major, like he's a big time
he's a big name.
And he had to leave the tournament. Either he got tested positive, or I saw somebody's caddy got tested positive, so the whole team had to withdraw basically. I'm not completely sure what Koepka had, but like that's a huge risk. And also like NFL, they're in a tough situation because they usually start in the fall, which you think would be good, but people are forecasting a second wave and whatnot. So Dr. Fauci, he was like, we shouldn't be playing sports until like the fall and like late fall and winter. And that's when NFL, that's their prime time. So it's going to be interesting. What are you guys' thoughts on, some potential risks?
I mean, if you're following guidelines, you'd have to do some sort of bubble situation, and I don't think they'd be able to set that up. I don't have a lot of faith in the NFL administration, It kind of
They're tough.
what's the phrase? They screw the pooch on a lot of things. They
Mhm.
kind of react. They don't proact. So I don't know, man. I think they'll try to get something, and it's not going to go well.
Yeah.
That's my prediction.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of sports are doing some sort of type of bubble where you got to be like with a team at all times and you can't leave the facility or anything, or else you got to quarantine for like 14 days or whatever. So I think there's a chance that like all these leagues are doing something like that, but it's scary. Like these people, they have kids and wives and stuff that they go home to.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like them getting the virus is so much worse than like one of us getting the virus, for example.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know for the NBA, already 2 players that are like their name is worth saying in the news. They have already said that they're not going to do the bubble because they'd rather spend a month with their family.
Oh yeah.
So
I respect it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, can't complain about that. Like, yeah, spend a month with your kid. Like,
kids are cool
because they're both gonna be on teams next year. So like, who knows the
Yeah.
next time that they'll get this. So yeah,
Mhm.
like do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, I'm worried about the NFL too. Like you were saying, like bubbles, like that's what how the NBA is trying to operate, but that's just like not an option for the NFL. Like I know, like administratively, they have a lot of the same staff that have to work around like the players, like between like NFL and NBA. There's a lot of comparisons, but the NFL team is just so much bigger. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I don't know. I think it's like 15 on a roster
52,
for basketball.
man. Oh, for basketball, it's 17-man roster.
Yeah.
Plus like 8 coaches maybe and like trainers and stuff.
Compared to how many for football? Like
50.
Yeah.
I think they're upped it to like 57.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember it was at 53 at one
guys.
point. It could be 57 now.
I think they upped it a little bit.
Sure. I
and
mean,
then
same
plus
thing.
like 20 coaches and trainers minimum.
Plus, you got to extend that. Like the NBA, they can get away with this because they're doing it for what, just like a month.
Yeah,
like to get
I
through
was going
the
to say
playoffs.
that too. It's a month,
and that makes sense. You know, they're ending their season.
months.
They want to make sure that they like, you know, they play it out right. Whereas this is like you can't. I don't know if you can do a full season under those guidelines.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I think a good guideline for the NFL will be baseball, just because baseball is starting up their season. They don't have necessarily the pressure to finish a season like the NBA or the NHL. So, and like baseball, they don't have the same amount of players as the NFL, but they have way more players than the NHL and NBA do, like per team. So I think if baseball can succeed doing a coronavirus like not even a restart, it's literally a start, NFL could be able to survive. I'd feel bad, like Tom Brady's first season in a Bucs uniform just canceled. I'm pulling for him. I don't know. There's some Patriots fans, and they are like mad at Brady and Gronk for leaving. I'm like, they won you all these Super Bowls. They've been with the team for so long. They didn't go to the Jets. It's fine.
Yeah, they've earned
whatever they want to do.
But it still makes me sad.
Like, yeah, it's sad.
I don't know if I'm rooting for him, but I'm not against him. I'm just going to appreciate the goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate his talent, but not necessarily root for him.
Yeah, I completely get that. For me personally, like I'm going to root for the Bucs every single time they play, unless they're playing the Patriots. Whatever team Tom Brady's on, greatest player of all time, besides for James Devlin. But you know, just gotta appreciate, man.
I remember when the Celtics traded KG and Paul Pierce to the Nets. I kind of liked the Nets a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think it might be like that. Like if the Bucks are on, I'll be like, okay.
Yeah, go Bucks.
Actually, I think I might end up agreeing with you. Like as if the season happens as it goes on.
I don't know. Tyler, thoughts?
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. I once again, I don't know an NBA player. Sorry. I mean,
we're talking about NFL.
We're talking about NFL.
Well, okay, you were
you don't know
and
NFL either.
You thought Tom Brady's a basketball player?
Yeah. No, I don't know. I'm not a Patriots fan. Like, sure,
not yet.
Tom Brady's really good, and I hope he like somewhat succeeds in Tampa Bay. But like at the end of the day, the Giants are terrible. The Jets aren't much better, and I'm in a crappy mood. So
that's tough.
Like,
yeah. Tough day for the camp counselors.
Well, just like there's no hope. There's no hope. I just hope that my fantasy team does well, if I can even do that.
Oh yeah.
And more than anything, I want football back. Like we
football
were
is
saying
the
before,
best sport, just in terms of like
the
spectators.
the odds are not in its favor. I really like, sure, if baseball like comes back, it's got a shot. I don't know. I don't see it really working out. Like you said, just not a lot of faith in those commissioners. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
I sort of have faith. I don't know. It's like they're going to lose so much money if they don't come back. So it's like, I feel like, especially NFL, like they're big money makers. I don't know. Billionaire owners, they're going to want a season to happen.
I just worry that they'll want the season to happen so bad, but like their plan's not going to be good.
That is completely fair.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to say.
Try to sit out. Like all these owners are of a certain like political mindset, if you will.
Yeah.
Jerry Jones, Robert Kraft. They just want a little, like, I think they're obviously like nice guys and stuff, and like they have a lot of advice people and stuff, but like still think they're leaning one direction more than the other in terms of money and safety. Like,
no, that's smart. Well, not smart for them, but
it's a good observation. Will.
Yeah, no, great analysis. But yeah, like, you know, we're overall excited about sports coming back. A little skeptical of some things, but I don't know. Should we just go around every sport and say who's going to win? Let's start. Let's start with hockey.
Premier League. Oh. Definitely picking Liverpool.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
I'm picking Watford.
Definitely.
Swansea. How's Swansea doing? Are they there still?
Let's look them up. Let's look up Swansea. What are they doing?
I haven't looked at the table in like 45 minutes. I don't remember what it's on.
Because that's Brodos' favorite team for whatever reason.
I don't know if they're even still.
All right. So Swansea is 9th place in the Championship, which is the league below the Premier League. So
hey,
oh God, they're not in the Premier.
That's not that bad, man.
Not bad. Not good.
That means is there 20 in each level?
Yeah, 20 in each level.
So they're sitting comfortably in level 2. That's pretty solid.
Level 2, man. It's good stuff. So you guys pick Liverpool. I pick Watford. I think I'm going to win.
I'm gonna change mine to Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
I'm gonna go with Norwich City.
Oh, really?
Definitely.
I
that's the easy pick.
I respect the vibes.
Bottom of the table.
Pick. Yeah.
NHL.
Dude,
I haven't seen. All I know is that I couldn't even tell you the other teams that are good besides the Bruins, and I want the Bruins to win, so I'm gonna go with Bruins, baby. Big Bees. I don't think everyone calls that.
NHL's Bruins are cool. I'll say that. You know, I actually don't know either, so I'm gonna go Bruins, man. They haven't won a cup in a while, so they could do it.
Yeah, dude. I gotta say the Lightning. They're in second place. It's a pretty safe bet.
They won recently, or were they just in the finals?
They're either in the finals or they won recently.
I remember it almost was the Rangers versus the Kings, which is New York and LA. And you just know that the people in charge of the NHL were just praying for that because it's huge markets.
Wait, I think it was actually that. I remember the Rangers were in the Stanley Cup recently.
No, it was the Lightning because I think the Lightning won.
I'm gonna look this up. It's gonna be interesting.
It ended up like
2013, 2014 Stanley Cup. Let's see.
Wait, are there only – oh, no, there are more.
They lost to the Kings in the Stanley Cup. 2013, 2014 season, they lost 4 games to 1 to the Los Angeles Kings. I remember in middle school, Scott Adler, my boy, was having the Rangers flag or whatever. He was flying in drama class. Yeah, it was long ago, man.
That's crazy.
7th grade or something. 8th grade. I don't know.
Dude, imagine having your hockey team or your professional sports team named the Wild.
Oh, facts.
So what a name. What a name.
Wild.
Dude,
that's a minor league name right there.
They're just wilding, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, good vibes there. NBA.
NBA.
What are we thinking?
All right. My actual pick, especially with quarantine, because from what I've read, LeBron is still in he's been working out like crazy and stuff. I really think he'll carry the Lakers. Out of the East, I got Milwaukee. It's hard to pick against that. And I think the combination of Anthony Davis, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, they can slow down Giannis enough where LeBron can really, he can do that. Giannis can't guard LeBron and Anthony Davis. So
yeah.
And the Clippers, I don't know. I think the Clippers might get it next year, but this year I think LeBron. But I want the Celtics, but they won't win.
I want the Celtics too, but I actually do agree with you. I think the Lakers are going to take it with LeBron. But my boy, Jared Carabas, Section 10 podcast, Suns Out, Guns Out. He says, don't let the Suns get hot. That's what I agree with. Aaron Baines, greatest player in the league.
They're out of the 5 teams they're out of, in the 1, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 teams from the West are in, and they are the 13th.
Don't let the Suns get hot, man.
They have to win every single game, basically.
Don't let them get hot. That's what I'm saying. The sun is already too hot for anyone to let them get hot.
I'd say my sleeper pick out of the East, Miami. Because, Milwaukee, Toronto, Boston, people are like, yeah, okay, Miami could do it. Out of the West, OKC could do it.
Chris Paul.
They're under the radar, the team to beat.
Under the radar.
Tyler, thoughts? We just
the Pelicans are going to take it all.
Dude, Lonzo.
You can't forget about the Pelicans.
Zion, too. Zion's good.
It's going to be a Wizards Spurs final. Just putting it down now.
Hey, Knicks are going to be there, man. Knicks are in the finals.
Hawks all the way.
Hawks. There we go. So I think those are smart predictions, I'd say. Hawks, Suns, Knicks. But what about baseball?
What about NFL? Oh, baseball.
Baseball.
Dodgers.
That's a good pick. That's a good pick. Who's good?
The White Sox.
White Sox. They're not that good. That's okay.
Wait, no, the Bears. The Bears are the good Chicago. Or are they even good anymore?
The Bears are.
The Bears suck.
They're Tyler. I think you're thinking of the Cubs.
The Cubs. That's the one.
You're. What's your thing with mixing up sports leagues? You're not just mixing up the teams. You're mixing up the leagues. I think it's pretty funny. You think the Cubs?
Okay, the Cubs though.
Cubs are good. Yeah. John Lester's last year on the Cubs.
Cool. I'm picking the Cubs then.
Cubs.
Definitely.
Definitely possible.
I think a really big sleeper team. This is gonna be my team. The Twins, the Minnesota Twins. They haven't won a World Series since 1991. Their rotation is very underrated. Jose Barrios, Jake Odorizzi, Kenta Maeda, Rich Hill. Tell me a team that is going to beat the Twins. There's probably a few, but you never know. Also,
I can't name a single one. So yeah, you're right.
Also, the Rays are super sleepy. They have a thing with they just bring out players even though none of them are actually that good. But dude, Charlie Morton, Blake Snell, Glasnow.
Blake Snell.
They got crazy good bullpen. Chaz Rowe, the slider. G-Man Choi. Dude, they can't play each other in the World Series. I'd say Twins Dodgers is going to be my World Series, and the Twins are going to take it, denying Mookie Betts of a championship.
I remember a couple years ago, the Twins had a ridiculous 4-pitcher rotation. It was Corey Kluber, Trevor Bauer.
That's the Indians.
Oh, I was thinking of Indians. Yeah.
Indians they had a good rotation.
They had the same colors in my head.
Yeah. They do have the same colors, so I respect it. Now the Indians aren't that good.
Yeah.
Kluber's on the Rangers. Bauer's on the Reds. They have Shane Bieber. He's their guy. He's pretty good. Tyler's a big baseball guy.
Oh yeah, you can tell definitely. Real big fan of what's the random team?
Say the Astros.
The Nationals. Oh, the Nationals are actually good, aren't they?
The Nationals won the World Series last year. It was the coolest thing ever.
Mm-hmm.
Astros are a bunch of
We were
cheaters.
talking about that before. Like the last time I used to genuinely follow baseball, 10 years ago, the Nationals
Yankees.
were like they would have an error every game basically, and I thought that was hilarious.
That's
Now I'm hearing that they won the World Series. That's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, this was the first time they ever won a playoff series too. Like when they
went from 0 to 100.
Yeah, they went from 0 to 100. It was crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What about football?
I have to refamiliarize myself with what teams are good and stuff.
Yeah.
But low key, the Bucks are looking hot. Gronk, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Brady. Their defense was okay last year. It was good enough.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Do you know?
I like it.
Is Jameis going anywhere?
He's on the Saints as a backup quarterback.
He's irrelevant.
He said he's one of the greatest to ever do it. I thought that was really funny.
Who said that?
Jameis Winston.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
funny.
about himself. He said he was one of the greatest of all time. I agree. Honestly, I don't know when there's going to be a player that gets 33 touchdowns and 30 interceptions in a season again. So I respect it. I think the Saints are not going to win a game next year. I don't like the Saints at all. Just not a fan. But I like Drew Brees, not the Saints. But
I hope the Ravens and the
Ravens
Chiefs
are cool.
Meet up in the playoffs.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Jeez.
Dude, sleeper vibes right now, Minnesota Vikings. Kirk Cousins, greatest player of all time.
Yeah, but they lost their best receiver.
They did get some guys in the draft. Yeah, they lost. No, Thielen's their best receiver.
Yeah, they're kind of separate.
Okay, yeah. Kirk Cousins, I want him to win. I want him to win it all.
He deserves the world.
Yeah.
I know. What a nice guy. But yeah, I think Vikings out of the NFC because you gotta believe, and then Buffalo Bills in the AFC.
Buffalo.
That's where Stephon Diggs is. Josh Allen is one of the most dynamic players in the league.
Josh Allen is fun to watch.
He's super fun because he's
like Luka Doncic, but in the NFL.
So I'd say Vikings over Bills, and that's my championship.
I hope you're right.
That'd be so cool, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Actually, the Bills losing their 5th straight Super Bowl, they lost 4 in a row, 90 to 93, and then them losing again. That'd be really sad. Yeah. Maybe I want a tie. Maybe I want both of them to win.
That'd be really nice. Yeah. Jeez.
I don't know. Buffalo best fans in the league.
I'm sorry. I couldn't hear you. It was loud outside.
Oh, that's okay. Fireworks?
No, like motorcycles.
Motorcycles are cool.
They're so loud though.
Dude, I want to see the Titans come back. What was it? Watching Derrick Henry just barrel over people last season was so much fun.
Mm-hmm. Derrick Henry and AJ Brown. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm. And Tannehill throwing for 70 yards and winning a playoff game.
Dude,
twice.
Ryan Tannehill out of nowhere.
He's a big player. I'll tell you that. Also, the Raiders, I think, are good because they have Nathan Peterman.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give you that, man.
I had the last pick in the draft for a fantasy draft last year, so I drafted Peterman.
How was he? Did he play well?
He was on the IR the whole season.
That's tough. Sorry. He would have made a big impact.
I never dropped him, though. I never dropped him. I just worked around it.
I was going to say, you doesn't matter. You can't trade him away.
You work around your stars, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I respect it. But, yeah, man. Do you guys think that's it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good episode today, I'd say. Really good analysis from the 3 biggest sports fans in the world. Yeah. We don't know that much about sports. But, look, guys, really appreciate the support of the biggest podcast on YouTube. 45 subscribers. We're going to get these on Spotify soon.
Road to 1,000.
Road to 1,000. We're almost there. Just a few more to go. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like the content if you like it. Subscribe. Wait, I already said subscribe. That's okay. You could subscribe to us again on YouTube.
Q&A if we get to 50, right? Or
Q&A at 50 subs. Chalky Milk Ultimate Review coming soon when we get the chance to meet up. We're going to say 100, but I don't think we're ever going to get there. So we'll do it eventually. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all the cool things that great people do, Chalky Milk fans do. Leave us some suggestions as to what Chalky Milks you guys want to be reviewed on the podcast. We got some cool ones coming up, maybe.
/ listen to this far, throw us a comment. Let us
say
know.
you did it, man. That's awesome.
Let us know what you're drinking along with us with.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yes.
I agree. Straight up. But look, from the bottom of our hearts, big fans of the support. And till next time, see you later.